Biden administration is considering tough measures, including stopping the Nord Stream 2 gas pipeline project as leverage to deter Russia from invading its southwestern neighbour, the Ukraine. Hey, and thanks for tuning in. Holly Shields here for Kalkinemedia. According to reports, President Joe Biden on Tuesday held a video conference with his Russian counterpart Vladimir Putin to discuss the emerging crisis in Eastern Europe. Russia has been amassing troops near the Ukrainian border over the past several weeks, which observers fear could be a prelude to an invasion of its country. The White House is considering its options, including halting the multi-billion-dollar Nord Stream 2 gas pipeline project between Russia and Germany and financial sanctions that could render a debilitating blow almost immediately in case Moscow invades the Ukraine. President Biden has sought a commitment from the new German government to halt the project if the situation worsens in the region. Meanwhile, the possibility of an invasion early next year remains real. However, the Russian leader has denied that he intends to start a war. Another one of the options discussed with its European allies is to clamp sanctions on Russia with full force, especially targeting its banks and the commodity exports. Meanwhile, several US lawmakers have demanded arming the Ukraine adequately to defend its territory. They said that the US would be limiting its options with Moscow by not providing adequate weaponry to the Ukraine at this time. Although it hasn't started operating, the Nord Stream 2 project has been a source of tension between the US and Germany. Some US lawmakers have blamed the administration for not doing enough to stop the project. Although Germany needs Russian gas to meet its energy needs, and for Russia, its natural gas exports to Europe would be a major source of revenue that Moscow can't easily ignore. So how does the US-Germany agreement factor in? Well, in an agreement in July this year, the German government assured the US that it would take action if Russia acts forcefully towards the Ukraine. The deal also gave the Ukraine the status of a transit country for the pipelines passing through its territory. Reports suggest that the terms of the July agreement will come into force, and Germany might find ways to show the project completion if an attack against Ukraine does take place. Now, to up to speed, check out some of our other videos to boost your financial IQ. This has been Holly Shields for Kalkinemedia.